It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Right now, though, we shine the spotlight on South African fashion. Of course, recently the Cape Town Fashion Week wrapped up. It got everyone talking, especially our very own Alexis Chaffe Mey, our fashion director. And she went behind the scenes, hanging out with some of South Africa's top fashion heavyweights, see what their designs are all about.
Fashion weeks are a fascinating balance between new, edgy designers that are pushing the boundaries and your more traditional, established designers which have a more luxury offering.
Looking to the wedding season, David Clyley explored bridal couture with a collection of gowns fit for an African queen.
Brides are special species. And as designers, we gotta embrace them, their madness, their beauty, because at the end of the day, they wanna look good. The colors that we use is hues of lemon, creams, a bit of green for the drama. Like somebody decided many years ago that getting married, you must wear a white dress. And then we all bought into it. But maybe it's time for a new trend. African Bride, what we try to do is really bring in the accessories. If you look at the neck pieces, which are influenced by the Ndebele people, and the long chains that were dangling down the headpiece, was just purely embracing element of Maasai. But beyond anything else, the craftsmanship that went into the garments is purely what the message is, to say the craftsmanship in South Africa is amazing, and that's what we need to really specialize in.
Revered for her Afrocentric style, Marianne Fassler has inspired generations of designers to define the African aesthetic and celebrate our heritage.
Marianne, what were the inspirations and some of those central themes that you followed in this truly magnificent collection?
Joburg, the buildings of Joburg, the architecture, the energy, the people that move through Joburg, that real urban jungle.
The last time we chatted, you told me that you never throw any fabric scraps away and that you often reuse them. Was this the case this time as well?
Yes, definitely. All those pleated fabrics were inspired by pleated fabrics that we had left over from years ago, and we just started playing with them and realized, actually, why don't we do this again?
You've been in the industry perhaps longer than anyone, and yet your style is still fresh and so new. What drives this energy that you put into each new collection every season?
We work as a collective. I love new people coming in. I have a particularly good team at the moment. I really can't claim to have done everything myself. 60 garments. It's a big collective effort. Every single person who works for me is part of the show.
Stefania Morland was inspired by the romance of Italy to create a blissful spring-summer collection in her luxurious style.
Stefania, that was such a magical collection this evening. I heard it was inspired by a holiday. Tell us a little bit more about that.
The whole collection was sort of built around what I would love to wear during a holiday. The beach days, the strutting around in piazzas and just looking gorgeous and feeling gorgeous and enjoying the sun and the beautiful clothes.
Fabrics are always so exquisite in your collections. Tell me how you selected the fabrics that we saw this evening.
I started off with cottons and then cotton boils, very sheer, and some cotton laces, adding very pale pink. And then the hot pink arrived, which I love. And then we toned it down a bit towards the evening with tan and more beads and more embellishments.
And that bridal gown for the unconventional bohemian bride, what was that source of inspiration?
Well, I thought beach wedding. I mean, you don't want to go to the beach in a big poof, but I did add a bit of a poof in the back. But I just thought kaftan. What better can you do than a kaftan on the beach?
It's the exceptional details that set luxury fashion apart as the benchmark of the industry.